Today we're making a bear that's fishing because, well, bears eat fish, so they have to be pretty experienced fishermen, or fisher bear, I guess. I begin with a bare bone aluminium foil bowl wrapped in clay. And when it's all smooth, I add a pair of sausage legs and blend them in the body. The paws were prepared by pressing 5 precise cuts into a plumb piece of clay and then patiently polishing their proper shape. Brenda now needs a pair of arms to hold her fishing rod. Oh yeah, I thought that saying the bear over and over again would be a bit too rough, so I called this bear Brenda. And this is the reaction of the Pancake that forgot to press record while sculpting with the camera blocking his view. Anyway, I'm refining the shape of Brenda's hand directly on the soon-to-become fishing rod. Next comes her head, and bear heads are really weird. I spent 2 hours trying again and again, and I have yet to understand how it's supposed to be made, even though in the end I got a somewhat decent result. And last but not least, and also not quite last, the furry texture was made using most of the boarders' furry texture method, drawing lines with a dowel and with a smaller one after, then smoothing everything before tickling the model with a ball stylus, and finally smoothing one more time with a stiff brush. And with Brenda done, it's time for a base, and I'll let you appreciate this perfectly flat edge because it won't be this smooth in the end. Anyway, I carved a bit of foam with the hot wire cutter before it ran out of battery, so I finished with a knife and a butane torch off camera. I then slapped a thick layer of acrylic smoothing compound on the foam, and this material is a pleasure to work with. Once the compound is dry, it's time to paint. I began by giving the base a layer of black Mod Podge before putting some more Mod Podge over it because I forgot the sand and now I have to repaint everything. The sand was sealed by misting it with alcohol and dropping watered down PVA glue. Once it all has been repainted, I can give the base a metal highlight that's not gonna be visible in the end. I can now apply a layer of watered down dirt brown. While that dries, I painted the top part beginning with an earthy orange base coat and messily wind blending 2 shades of yellow ochre on top. Back to the river base, I apply a heavy brown overbrush. And once that's had a chance to dry, I can dry brush a lighter brown on top. Now dealing with the cliff face, I can delicately dust the details with a dry Dove Grey dry brush. And once again back on the river base, I can stipple grey over the rocks. And finally, I applied some static tags so that the subsequent static grass will have something to static on. And last but not least, I painted Brenda herself, base coating her in a deep brown and dry brushing lighter browns on top. Now at this point I was really starting to hate what I was doing, so when I put the acrylic sheets in place for the resin, I thought that I didn't want to waste this much resin on something I don't even like, so I peeled it off without any kind of sweetness, and now we're all set to painfully watch this small craft.